For the purpose of this story, I will remain anonymous. I am a part of the Witness Relocation Program, and using the name Sarah will help represent my journey. The events I am about to share with you are a part of my past, but they have left a lasting impact on me. Thank you for listening. It's late at night, and I'm laying in bed watching TV like I normally would be until I fall asleep. Just then, I hear my phone go off. It's a message notification from an unknown number. My hesitation lasted for a moment before I finally unlocked my phone and read the message. It said, "I know what you did. I just assumed they had the wrong number." I hit the delete button and continue watching TV. Later that evening, when I was getting ready for bed, my phone rang. It was an unknown number calling me. I answered, wondering who could be calling me this late at night.
I saw you at the mall today. You looked beautiful in that yellow dress.
My heart raced, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. I hung up the phone without saying a word, my hands shaking. Over the next few days, I received increasingly creepy and intimate messages from the unknown number. Messages that referred to places I had been, things I had done, and people I had talked to. I began to feel like I was being watched everywhere I went, and I was afraid to even leave my house. Then one night, I received a message that was the last straw. It read, "I'm coming for you." I immediately went to the police, but they said there was little they could do without more information. They urged me to block the number and try to move on, but that was easier said than done. I felt like I was constantly being watched and followed, and I could never shake the feeling that someone was out to get me. Over the next few days, I received increasingly creepy and intimate messages from the unknown number. Messages that referred to places I had been, things I had done, and people I had talked to. I began to feel like I was being watched everywhere I went, and I was afraid to even leave my house. Then one night, I received a message that was the last straw. It read, "I'm coming for you." I immediately went to the police, but they said there was little they could do without more information. They urged me to block the number and try to move on, but that was easier said than done. I felt like I was constantly being watched and followed, and I could never shake the feeling that someone was out to get me. The next day, I was on a lunch break and had just parked to get out and grab a quick bite to eat. I get out of my car and I notice a man watching me from across the street. He was tall and lean, with dark hair and a scruffy beard. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had seen him before. Feeling paranoid, I ducked into a nearby coffee shop and looked out the window to see if he was following me. To my horror, he had crossed the street. My heart racing, I quickly gathered my things and hurried out of the coffee shop, trying to put as much distance between myself and the strange man as possible. I turned the corner and sprinted down the street. But when I turned around, the man was still there, following me. I felt like I was running for my life. As I ran, no longer able to see the man following me, my phone began to ring. I hesitated for a moment before answering. The man's voice from the other end of the phone made my blood run cold.
"Run all you want, Sarah, but I'll find you. You're not going to like what I have planned. I've been waiting so long to get my hands on you."
I hung up and started bolting down the street, looking over my shoulder every few seconds to see if he was still following me. I was so focused on getting away from him that I didn't notice the car that was coming down the street right at me. Just as I heard the screech of brakes, everything went black. When I woke up, I was lying in a hospital bed, with bandages wrapped around my head. I was disoriented and confused, but when I looked around, I realized that I was safe. After waking up in the hospital bed, still feeling a sense of fear and unease lingering within me, I knew I couldn't go back to my normal life. The threats and the constant feeling of being watched had taken a toll on me, and I feared for my safety more than ever. The police were waiting for me to wake, so they could get the details on what happened before the accident. They finally had enough proof to help me. I almost lost my life last night, and I still have no clue who this man was, or even worse, what he was going to do to me. The police informed me that they were putting me into the witness relocation program for my protection until they could catch the guy responsible for everything I had been through. I knew it was necessary, but it meant leaving behind everything and everyone I knew. The thought of starting over in a new place was daunting, but the promise of safety was a beacon of hope in the darkness that had enveloped me. I packed a few belongings and left my old life behind. The police escorted me to a safe house in a distant city, where I was given a new identity and a fresh start. Months had gone by, and my life was finally starting to feel normal again. I went out Friday night with a couple of new friends I had made in the city. We had just sat down while grabbing dinner when I hear my phone ring. It was an unknown caller. I had a new number and a new life. Knowing I shouldn't have to worry anymore, I picked up my phone.
Hello, Sarah.